Hey guys, Corrosive Bullet here. And yes, it has been a long time. It's been about a month and a half since I last recorded a video, and I have a very valid reason as to why I disappeared, and I'm sorry that I am only recording this now to let you guys know what's been going on. But that's what I hope to do with this video. I hope to explain my disappearance and to kind of just go over some of the stuff that's been brought to Dragon Ball Legends and just my thoughts and opinions on things that have been kind of going on and whatnot. But let me just kind of jump into where I've kind of been this past month and a half. So the last video that I put up was the Dragon Ball Legends, I believe, breakdown for Zenkai God Vegeta back at the beginning of the year. And while I wanted to continue to put content out there, unfortunately I came down with illness. Initially I thought it was the you-know-what, just by the way that my symptoms were kind of panning out, and just the way that they hit, and for the fact that I had it for as long as I did. However, it was not that. It was, I would argue, in some capacity, that it was probably considered worse than what that particular thing is. And what it was it took about 3 weeks for me to figure out what it was that was actually affecting me, and it came out to be mononucleosis. I had mono for about 2 weeks prior to officially knowing what it was, and it wasn't until 2 weeks after the fact that I found out that that was what the case was. Basically, for those that don't know what mononucleosis is, I feel like a lot of you guys probably do, but just in case, mononucleosis, in my terms of what it is worse than what the flu is, for the sheer fact that the symptoms in which you get with mono, I think have a much broader range compared to what the flu gives you. For example, initially it just started out with a fever, and then from the fever it turned into body aches and chills, and then it turned into developing cysts and stuff like in the back of my throat, essentially giving me strep throat, and it basically rendered me unable to talk or even do like the most mundane things. Like I couldn't even eat. I was on a strict like water-based diet for 3 weeks upon confirmation of having mono, and lost 40 pounds in that time span as well. So I was sick for a good 5 weeks essentially, and it was a very rough go of it. That was probably the worst I've ever felt with any illness ever, and I wouldn't wish mono on anybody, because it really is just, it is really not fun. It's not good. Had I not recovered when I did, I may have actually had to have gone to the hospital, but thankfully that was not the case, and I have recovered. My voice does sound a little bit better. It's still somewhat healing. I definitely can't do certain things. I can talk just fine, but if you guys have followed me on Twitch and stuff, you know that I used to do Twitch sings. I used to sing on stream and perform on stream, and I can't 100% do that right now still. Like, I'm still somewhat recovering. Just because I can't hit notes like I used to be able to hit notes, and it's frustrating for me, because that's like a pastime for me. But anyway, I'm getting a little off topic. I don't want to keep going on about that, but that's where I've been the past 5-6 weeks, and I do apologize for not giving you guys a update here on YouTube. I have, ooh, that was bad. If I had the feature to be able to leave comments for the community on YouTube, I would have done that, but unfortunately I have not been able to unlock that feature just yet. So with that said, I do apologize again for not updating you guys on that particular aspect of my life. If you guys follow me on my Discord, on Twitter, or Twitch, you guys would probably be somewhat in the know. But for those of you that only come here to the channel to watch my Dragon Ball Legends content, again, I'm sorry for leaving you guys out. And I appreciate you guys sticking around and supporting the channel while I've been gone. I do appreciate you guys doing so. That being said, I have taken a little bit of a hiatus from Legends as well, just because I was primarily focused on getting better. The last technical thing that I did off camera was I went through and I did summons on the Broly banner. I was able to completely for the Christmas banners and whatnot, I was able to get every character except for the EX Broly. I was able to get one copy of LF Broly, which I was happy to do. I did take part in the LF Gohan banner. As you can see, I clearly got a good Android 21. I think she's a very solid unit, but I was unable to secure LF Gohan, who I really wanted to get. But I can't complain there. And then I think I stopped playing right after the or right before, I guess, the Yamcha and Launch banner came out. You gotta understand at that point too, again, like I was strictly stuck in bed. There was nothing else I was really doing. I was in bed trying to recover. I was dealing with all the stuff that I was dealing with, and the only way I could pass my time was by playing Legends. And while Legends was thankfully there to kind of while Legends was there to keep me busy while I was recovering, doing nothing but Legends in terms of like not sleeping and not, taking medicine and whatnot, it grew tiring for me. So right around the time right before launch and Yamcha came out, I completely stopped playing for a good portion of time. I just hopped back on the game for the first time today, right before the new update's getting ready to come out. And yeah, in terms of what's been kind of going on in the game, some of the minor changes, such as them removing the energy tanks from like the soul events and the experience events, the Zenny event, kind of sucks. The lack of events in general really sucks and really puts a hinder on, how long someone actually spends time in the game. I mean, clearly I stopped for a reason, so like it's somewhat disappointing that for a game like Legends to release the large amount of content that they did, because I mean technically you can consider banners content, but it's just not enough there to keep people invested to keep playing. And especially when you release banner after banner after banner with LF after LF and after LF. Obviously, you're not supposed to go after every LF. You're really supposed to really focus on teams that you generally play with. But even so, it's still the matter in principle of when you release that many banners in that short of a time span, like you gotta give your players something to actually grind towards so they can summon on those banners. Because not everybody is going to be buying crystals. that's not an option for a lot of people. So you need to be able to give those free-to-play players that option, so that way they have a reason to keep logging in every day. So yeah, like some of the decisions that have been made over the past month and a half, I have not really entirely been a fan of. The Zenkais, I guess, being the big thing. Again, they are releasing Zenkais way too often. There's an energy shortage, and especially with like the free-to-play Zenkais, like they're releasing the one of those every like 2, maybe 3 weeks. And I mean, luckily, like I have a decent amount of energy, as you can see. I have 1,300 energy, but with those free-to-play Zenkai events, you use so much of that energy just to even be able to get a max level Zenkai out of them. And then, not to mention, because you took the energy out of the like souls banners, which people use to grind out the souls to be able to soul boost the said Zenkais. It's really you're really hindering how players are able to play the game and maximize the amount of stuff that they're even able to do. I mean, thankfully they still have the weekend bonuses, which doubles your soul rewards, but still, it's just as I've always said before, as a lot of others have said before, Legends has a way, and this isn't to say that it's gotten better or worse. I would probably say that in the past maybe couple months, before it used to be just a take one step forward, 2 steps back, and then I'd say in the past couple months up until maybe like December, since the 2nd anniversary, it went from 2 steps forward, 1 step back. And I think as of right now, we're in that 1 step back portion of the game. And it was bound to happen. I think a lot of people expected, because of how good of things were with Legends at the time, I think a lot of us expected for Legends to take that step back, because all good things have to come to an end at some point, right? So, hopefully Legends can kind of get back on its feet, and be able to get to that point again where it is just, good update after good update. I saw the videos going on about how they were doing a brand new PvE game type that's going to be coming to the game. There was talks of a 1,000 day celebration that's going to incorporate everybody, and everyone's going to be able to celebrate. Unfortunately, I did not hit the 1,000 day mark, and I'm like way behind on that. I'd have to play every day for the rest of the year just to even hit 1,000 days. So for me, any rewards that come for those that have played for the 1,000 days, I will not be able to partake in that, which sucks. But at the same time, it's to be expected, like I was not able to always be able to put time into the game, as this past month and a half have clearly shown. But yeah, so like I said, hopefully there's some good coming down the road, and things can kind of get back on track. But yeah. Again, I just wanted to put this video out there for you guys and just give you an idea as to where I've kind of been and what's been going on, and just my thoughts on a lot of the things that have been kind of happening in the game in my absence. So just to give you a time frame, this will be going up today because I want you guys to know what has been going on. And in terms of content going forward, I'm going to try and be up early tomorrow to do a breakdown on the stuff that's going to be releasing tonight. If there's a good amount of stuff that's being released, I don't quite know or have been keeping up with the amount of content that's been coming out the past 3 weeks or so that I've stopped playing. So I will do my best to put out a video tomorrow going over everything else that's going to be releasing as of tonight's update. And I expect that if I don't come back to content this week, that by next week, around update next week, we will be back to putting out more content here on the channel at a moderate pace. So, back to the maybe 3 videos, 4 videos a week. Kind of back to the standard that we had before I got sick and before all this mono stuff that's been going on. So With that said, like I said, I am sorry for the lack of updates for those of you that only stay up to date with what's going on here on YouTube. I appreciate everybody that has been sticking by the channel and waiting for my return. I appreciate you guys doing so. But I'm all better now, and I'm glad to be able to come back and do content. So thanks again, guys. Again, content will be coming soon, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.